This is The Tragedy of Aether, Before Tragedy, a fanfiction by iiVoltageWolf. Chapter 1. The day was a nice, warm, summer day on the lands of Aether. The common folk are at peace and harmony with each other. The sun was shining with clear skies, and nothing could possibly go wrong. The monasteries all over Aether were doing their usual business, working with disciples and granting the light element to those they deem worthy. But there was one thing that most of everyone was unaware of. That one thing was an event known as the 1,000-Year Tragedy, a semi-notable occurrence where the fallen deity of the fire capital, Emperor Dreguidor, is broken free to unleash hell on the entire land. But there's a catch. In an ancient Aetherian tome, heroes are said to combat the dark deity and send him back to whence he came. It may be odd timing for this event, but as long as the heart of the abyss and the darkness thrives in the folks, this will keep happening. Fleet, a vixen who is notable for being a professional archer, has been chilling around in the forests of Aether, sitting and relaxing on the elevated platforms of the treetop town. That was until she began to sense darkness under the soil, despite her being elevated.
What? Could this be what I think it is?
She asked herself, grabbing her bow and a quiver of numerous arrows before beginning her adventure. During her journey, she encountered Maple and Mayreed sticking around and feeding their plant life, and the vixen warned them both about the situation.
Oh, really?
Maple asked her, now beginning to sense the darkness under the humus-rich soil. Hey, you're right about this. You go on ahead. I'll stay around here to protect this forest. Fleet gave her the green light and proceeded on with her adventure. It was then that she began to see a purplish, shadow-like entity materialize from the corrupted soil. It looked like her, but with evil, red eyes and a purplish hue.
A doppelganger, huh?
She confidently questioned.
This will be an easy fight.
As soon as she finished intimidating her evil clone, the doppelganger shot an arrow of darkness her way, but she quickly avoided the dangerous projectile before grabbing an arrow of light, readying her bow, and firing the arrow at the abyssal creature's gut.
Bullseye!
The real Fleet exclaimed, lowering her bow for a few seconds before rushing towards the now wounded abyssal clone. The fake Fleet writhed in pain, bleeding a crimson fluid from the wound. It wasn't blood, as it's too unclean to be blood. While the doppelganger was still vulnerable to attack, and Fleet was up close and personal, she mercilessly beats the creature until it falls limp, dying before disintegrating into nothing.
Heh, that was easy.
The vixen spoke victoriously, taking a few seconds to show off before continuing her mission. Who or what will Fleet encounter during this mission to destroy the darkness? Could she encounter a potential ally? Or will she encounter more enemies? Only time and prayers will tell.